I am at the top of my game, at the prime of my life, and the world is in the palm of my hands. I don't have time to be sick. I don't have time for this disease. I don't have time for cancer. I can't be bothered by this right now. Hi, I'm Cloud, and I have lung cancer. Still strange saying it out loud. This channel is my way of defying this disease. A place to regroup, gather strength, and fight on. I'm gonna need you in my corner. Here we will survive, we will thrive beyond cancer. Finally, I truly pray that someday soon I can run again. And yet, here we are 6 months later, half of the year gone, still nursing and trying to recover. Welcome to my channel and thank you for joining me in this journey this evening. In the background, I am working on my body. In the foreground, I'm forging my mental toughness with this conversation with you. 2 minutes for each station and machine. Come on, let's get to work. Come along, work on yourself physically. Get your exercise routine, either you're walking or lifting or doing anything that is creative and building. Here are 3 things that I do to get through this distraction. Men like us don't fall apart when the road gets hard. We get angry. Yes, angry. Because the road got blocked. We are wired to move forward, to solve, to execute, and to win. But here's a truth. Ignoring the opponent does not stop the fight. Refusing to look at him does not make him leave the ring. This is the nature of cancer. This is the nature of disease. So the real question really is, what's next? What do I do now? Acceptance is not surrender. Let me tell you this. Acceptance is not waving a white flag. Acceptance is reading the terrain. Every serious man, like you, understands obstacles. You've trained for them your whole life. Career setbacks, injuries, financial pressures, responsibility. Cancer and disease is not a moral failure. It is not punishment. It's a new obstacle dropped onto your roadmap. Nothing more, nothing less. As a man, you don't panic when construction blocks your route. You reroute. Acceptance is saying this is now part of the mission. New mission. Up until this point, the surgery, the chemotherapy, the recoveries in between, fatigue, muscle loss, brain fog, uncertainty. None of it is optional. All of it is information. Again, it's just a roadblock. The moment you accept reality, you regain control. Not of the outcome, but of your response. You stop wasting energy, arguing with what is, and start planning around it. Strong men like us do not deny reality. We adapt to it faster than anyone else. The second, task-oriented men don't quit, they reframe. You've always been task-oriented. That's your weapon. Cancer and disease try to hijack your attention by telling you it's chaos, that it's an emotional storm, that it should consume your thoughts. That is a lie. This is not a distraction. This is simply a task. A hard one, yes. A long one, perhaps. But still just a task, like any other. Appointments are tasks. Rehab is a task. Nutrition is a task. Protecting muscles is a task. Managing energy is a task. Showing up anyway is a task. Treatments are tasks. It's simply a thing to do. And as such, you do not let distractions steal your focus. You identify them, neutralize them, and move on. Cancer and disease only become overwhelming when you let it live in your head instead of your schedule. You see that? It's just a task. Deadlines matter, structure matters, execution matters. Now, hear this: you do not feel your way through this, you work your way through it. The third one: rest is part of this fight. In boxing, no matter how tough the fighter, no matter how dominant the round, there is always a 1 minute break in between rounds. Not because the fighter is weak, because the fight is long. Therefore, recovery is not quitting the fight. Recovery is how you stay in the fight. After the surgeries, the chemo, the trauma, the treatments, your body is rebuilding under hostile conditions. Muscle does not grow without rest. Strength does not return without pause. Mental toughness is not endless output. It is disciplined restraint. So you sit, you breathe, you recover, and then you stand back up when the bell rings and get to work. Fight on. Men who ignore rest do not prove toughness. They burn out before the final round. Cancer, disease, affliction will try to take muscle first, then confidence, then identity. You simply fight back by protecting what matters. You lift when you can. You move when possible. You eat with intent. You sleep with discipline. And every one of these is a declaration: I am still here. I am still fighting. Somewhere between exhaustion and persistence, something changes. There's a shift inside of you. You realize you're not fighting to get back to who you were. You're fighting to become something sharper, someone stronger. Perhaps not physically, but mentally. You learn patience. You learn precision. You learn that toughness isn't loud. It is consistent. Hear me. This is not the end of your prime. This is the forging of a deeper one. So what's next? Is not revenge, not bitterness, not fear. What's next is simply a question of execution. You accept the obstacle. You turn chaos into tracks. You rest like a professional fighter between rounds. You keep your muscle. You sharpen your mind. You stay in the fight. This is the hard truth. Men like us, we don't ask why this happened to us. We ask how we're going to win the next round. And when the bell rings again, we stand up, gloves tight, eyes forward. We are in this fight. So I ask you once more, are we at the top of our game? Are we at the prime of our lives? And are we captains of our ships? I dare say we are. Wherever you are, however you're doing, I pray you are the greatest captain of your ship.